Good, getting a little larger. And full circles. Good, we'll come back to those later. We're gonna go now, we're gonna do reverse flies today. Just gonna push the butt back, stretch to the hamstrings, pull the shoulder blades together. You're really just trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you squeeze your shoulder blades together, if you just leave your hands dangling, your hands would kind of come further apart naturally, ever so slightly, but as you can see, we can emphasize that movement by moving the arms too. Good, that'll be one of the exercises we do today in the workout. We go back to our shoulders, gonna go straight, just go straight up. Again, if you have weights or bands or anything you want to add to these when we do them, we're going to do this one for 30 seconds so during our workout. It's pretty easy if we're just using our arms, but the idea is we're doing it at the end. So if you don't have weights, you'll at least be a little fatigued. Okay, we'll shake it out. We're going to do squats. So just body weight squats. So you go down again. Hold the position for a second if you want to, and then come back up. Again, if you struggle to get deep in your squat, it's not a bad idea to throw something under your heel. That'll help you to go down a little bit lower. Good, gonna stop there. We're gonna do lunges today as well, so we'll do a few lunges before we start our workout. So we're gonna go with our skater lunge, which is the reverse lunge. Sorry, I'm realizing I don't know if you can see. So we cross over back behind the leg, like so, cross over, come back, cross over, back. We'll switch sides. Good. We're going to go opposite elbow, opposite knee. Let's bring the hands up, come across. Good. We'll go to skater. Just going to go side to side here. Pushing sideways again. Doesn't have to be as fast as we're going to do it in the workout. Just trying to warm up. Not get injured when we go to do it. All right, and we're gonna go over RDLs. So start on pick a leg. Again, come back. Keeping this leg here. You want to keep this kind of like the hips square. This movement here is really initiated through the hips. Feeling a stretch in my hamstring. And I'm pulling the hips forward. And go back. Good, we're going to switch legs. All right, very good. And we're going to finish with some shoulder circles in the direction that we didn't go the first time. So I'm going to go backwards this time. If you went backwards the first time, go forwards. getting larger and larger. Good. We go full circles here. Good. Shake it out. We're going to start our workout in a minute. Our first set is 30 seconds of glute bridge on each side, followed by 60 seconds of skier, 30 seconds of skater. And this week I added 20 seconds of jumping jacks to that round. And then we're going to repeat that round 3 times through. So it adds an extra minute by adding the 20 seconds of jumping jacks, by tagging it in at the end. So again, we'll start in about 40 seconds with that first set. All right, we're gonna get started in 20 seconds here. So we're gonna start with that glute bridge so we can start down on the ground on this set. All right. We're gonna start in 5, 4, remember 1 foot up, 3, 2, 1, go. We're doing glute bridge on each side for 30 seconds. If you don't want to do it on one leg, you can do both, like so. Try and go for the minute. If you can't go for the minute, then switch it up. All right. And take breaks. Okay, 5 more seconds on this side. And switching sides. Standing up, we're going to skier. We're going to go for a minute. Again, use this to warm up if you're still not there. "30 seconds to go." Three more seconds. And we're into skater now. We're going side to side, pushing side to side. You can leap, you can jump, or you can keep it more of a push off. Going for another 10 seconds. And we're going to jumping jacks. Ten more seconds. And back down to glute bridge, single leg. "20 seconds to go." Switch legs. Make sure you switch sides. All right, up into skier. Here we go. We're up into our skier. 1 minute. Thirty seconds to go. Ten seconds to go. And we're over to skater, 30 seconds, pushing side to side. Ten seconds to go. And we're over to jumping jacks. Here we go, 20 seconds. Eight more seconds. And down to glute bridge, final time, here we go. Final 30 seconds on each leg. Switch sides. Make sure you switched. Stand up, into skier, final time on skier. Twenty-five seconds to go. Five seconds. And we're over to skater, side to side. Final 50 seconds of the set of round number 1. Three, two, one. We're over to jumping jacks, final 20 seconds. 5 seconds. And all done. Good work. That's round number 1. Gonna give a minute. We'll go on to round number 2. Round number 2 is not that different from last. Well, we've done this round before. It goes 40 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of push-ups, and I've added 20 seconds of skater. So I look at it as an extra little bit of rest before you go back to doing push-ups, because technically you're working your legs, not your upper body. So I'll give you a minute before you have to go back to push-ups, which I think is going to help a lot to help increase the number of push-ups you perform. Ultimately, more push-ups done, it's a better outcome for you. So that's kind of my thinking. Give a little bit more rest, albeit active rest. All right, so we'll start in 30 seconds. Again, we're gonna do 40 seconds of squats, 40 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of push-ups, 20 seconds of skater, 40 seconds squats, 30 push-ups, 20 skater, so on and so forth. All right, we're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 40 seconds of squats. And they don't have to be deep. You pick the depth. Halfway done this one, and we're on to our push-ups. Just 15 seconds to go. And we're going down to push-ups, 30 seconds. Good work. Five more seconds. And standing up, we're going to skater, side to side, pushing off side to side here. And we're going into our squat and do our body weight squat. We're going down, standing up. "15 seconds to go. Five more seconds. And back to push-ups, 30 seconds. Five more seconds. And back into skater, side to side. And we're going to squat. Sorry. Had my S leg exercises mixed up. Final time through. Ten more seconds. And down to push-ups. 30 seconds. Five more seconds, keep pushing. 3, 2, 1, into skater, final 20 seconds. Here we go. Final 20 seconds of the round. 12 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1, and done. Good work. That's round number 2. That was a 4.5-minute round. We're going to take a minute before we go to round number 3. Round number 3 is back and shoulders. So for this one, it's a shorter round. It's a little more targeted. Not that the last one wasn't targeted or the first one, but we're going to target specifically back and shoulders, as I just said. So 30 seconds on each of the exercises for the back, 30 seconds on the shoulders. For our back, our first 2 are on the ground. The last one is reverse flies. And for shoulders, we're going to do shoulder circles one way, shoulder circles the other. Then we'll do presses for the final 30 seconds. So set is a grand total of 3 minutes. So it's a shorter one. And then we're going to finish with the same core work that we did the last time in a ladder. But I'll explain that when we get there. So set number 3, I'm going to start on the ground. We'll keep the rest short between sets. Keep challenging you. We're going to start with Supermans on the ground. And then we're going to stand up after our 30 seconds and get into our shoulder exercises. All right, we're going to start in 5, 4 with Supermans. 3, 2, 1, go. Arms and legs up at the same time. Come on down. "12 seconds to go. And standing up, we're going to go into our shoulder circles. No worries, I slow the clock down here. These 30 seconds aren't really 30 seconds. They're more like 35. So some shoulder circles, going forward. We're going to get progressively larger here. We just have 15 seconds to go, a little larger. I'm going to keep them at about this size until the end. Not quite full circles, but nice and big. And we're going back down to swimmer. We're going into swimmer, so on the ground. Here we go. Clock is started. "15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1, we're standing up. We're going to our backwards shoulders. So we're just going to do nice and small, controlled. My backwards getting a little larger. A little larger. 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. We're going to go to a reverse fly. So you're going to push the hips back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Again, don't think of this, doesn't get led with the hands or the shoulders. It's really pulling those elbows back and together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. the tension should be felt in your back, kind of like right on that vertebral column. You don't want to feel it in your shoulders. And we're going to go now. We're going to do presses with our arms. I'm going to hold our arms here. We go straight up, come back down, press up, down. We're going to go for another 20 seconds here. Three, two, one, down. Good. All done that set. So good job. Before we go on to our last, which is core, we are going to do one little exercise that I'm going to just throw in here. I figure we just worked shoulders, we've done our legs, and we did back. Let's work on our squat. So two things if you want to work on your squat depth. If you find maybe you have knee pain or you can't get deep, there's probably a reason for that. A lot of the times people find that throwing something under their heels works. So I'm going to put this little pillow here. I won't step on the dogs. I'm going to step on the other side. Not that I would, anyways. Okay, so you just put something under your heels. So it can be something small, it can be something large. Normally you want it to be flat. So if you have something with a heel, that works. I don't really think, what else do I have here? Nothing. Okay, so you put your heels on something, and you'll notice if you have something you can put your heels on, you'll actually be able to go, and you keep your feet, the front of your feet not on there, you'll be able to go a lot lower, a lot more easily. It becomes a lot easier to get lower if you have something that props the heels up. This doesn't really do the trick because it just squash it. But if you have something that's like a little more solid, that might help you to get into a bit lower of a stance. You don't necessarily need to train in it all the time, like training it, but if you want to do your warm-ups with like that, or if you want to try and practice it, it's just another option. The other thing I was going to do before we get started, it's going to have our hands raised straight up. We're going to do a couple of exercises for the back. Instead of putting them in the cool down, we'll take a minute and we'll go and do our core work. So we're going to raise our hands straight up, and they're going to be in line with the ears. So my hands aren't forward. Maybe it's easier if I go like this sideways. My hands aren't forward, my hands are back. They're straight up. As if I were to hold a broom, I'd want the broom to kind of like hit top of my head in line with the ears. So I'm going to go down, come up, down, come up. And it's not too bad. I mean, you'll notice if you have like a lot of tightness in your back, that your hands are gonna come forward. It's pretty normal to have a little bit of like me coming forward. And again, a great stretch if you want to work on this one. You find a wall. You find your wall. You put your heels against the wall. So like so, heels would be against your wall. Your lower back. So basically, your butt's going to be against the wall. Upper back and your head. All right. You're here. And you're just going to trace the wall. You can do it with your thumbs. Sort of like so, kind of held like this. So you trace it like this, and the idea is if you can raise overhead and you can keep all of those points connected, and you can raise your hands straight up, that's going to help with some of that flexibility through the back. On that note, we're going to move on now to our core for the day. So our core, I removed one of the exercises. The challenging part this week is that although I removed one of the exercises, we're going to start at 40 seconds today for each one. Last week we did 30, 30, 30. Today we're going to do 40, 30, 20. So that last set will be easier. The middle set should be easier. The first one will be just as challenging because I think it actually ends up working out to being an extra 30 seconds, I think, on the first set. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we're gonna get started in 20 seconds. We start with dead bugs. So again, we're gonna start in 15. So lay on the ground. If you can keep the shoulder blades off the ground, that's fantastic. All right. Again, this is our core. We're gonna take 30 seconds to rest between each set. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Another 20 seconds to go on this one. 8 seconds left. And we're going to leg lowers. Put the hands under the butt. Lower the legs. Bring the legs back up, 60 to 70 degrees. Go back down. Ten seconds to go. And we're moving to sit-ups. Planting the feet on the ground. You can do butterfly sit-ups, you can do crunches, or you can do stricter sit-ups. "25 seconds to go. Three more seconds. And we're going to penguin, feet together, knees together, going side to side, touching the heels. Three more seconds. And we're going to scissors. Sitting on our butts, legs crisscrossing. You're past the halfway point. Three, 2, 1, and we're going to Russian twist, feet together, just going side to side. We're past the halfway point. Three, 2, 1, done. 30 seconds of rest. And then we're going to repeat that again with 30 seconds on each exercise. Again, that was probably more challenging than last Friday. It'll be a little easier on this one, a little easier on the last one too. But that fatigue from the first set might make it feel just as hard. We're gonna start back up with dead bugs. I'm gonna give an extra 10 seconds here. And then we're gonna start. I'm gonna start in 10. Starting with dead bugs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Five seconds. We're going to leg lowers, straight legs. Bring the legs down, come back up. All right, we're going to sit-ups. They can be butterfly, they can be normal, crunches. 15 seconds to go. Three more seconds. And we're over to penguin now, feet and knees together. Side bending. You're just going for another 5 more seconds. And we're going to scissors now. Sitting on our butts, legs crisscrossing. We're in our final minute of this set. Fifteen seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. We're going to Russian twist. Feet together, side to side. Try not to sway. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, 1, done. Ooh, all right, that was 3 minutes. So this last set will just be 2 minutes. So it's gone, as you can probably tell, it's gone 4, 3, 2. I'm going to start this one up in 20 seconds. And this time through, it's just 20 on each. So again, it will take just 2 minutes. And then we'll be done for today. That'll be all of our exercises. We're going to start in 10 seconds. With dead bugs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, dead bugs. Ten more seconds. And leg lowers, hand beneath the butt. It's going to go down, hands up to 60, 70 degrees, back down. 10 seconds to go. Five more seconds. And we're over to sit-ups. 10 seconds to go on our sit-ups. 5 seconds. And we're in penguin now, feet and knees together, hands side to side. Try and make it with the side bending. Final 45 seconds. We're over to scissors. 20 seconds. Legs crisscrossing. 10 seconds to go. And we're over to Russian twist. Knees together, feet together. Try not to sway. Final 10 seconds. 5 to go. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good work. That's today's workout. Good job. You're all done. Whew. Take a minute, and then we'll start our cool down. All right, we will start our cool down. We'll start on the ground with our hamstrings. So sit, just reach out. Good. We're gonna go to our butterfly stretch. So just bringing the feet in. I'm gonna stay lazy here. I'm not gonna move from my butt for a second. Just push the elbows down on the near the knees. Obviously I can't quite reach, but so easily, but just pressing the legs down towards the ground. Feel a stretch. All right, we're gonna go now child's pose. So here, it's gonna reach in front. Pressing the armpits in towards the ground. All right, we're gonna go to our core stretch here. We're gonna Again, you can, if you want to, you can press in with the toes, you can take the hips off the ground, and you can do this one where those hips aren't on the ground. That will load the wrists a little more, I find. Okay, good. From here, we're going to go to our stretch where we lay on our side. Lay on the side here, bring a knee up. I'm going to reach behind. I personally like this one because I sometimes get a crack. There's like a little bit of a cracking feel in the lower back. Feels kind of nice. The same thing happens when I hang on a bar, so. Not all the time, just occasionally. I'm going to switch sides. And we're going to stand up. We're going to do a brief hip flexor stretch before we go over to our upper body. Shoulders. So again, just going to press in, lean forward. Back leg is pretty straight. Yeah, if you need to, if you don't feel it here, you just lean in a little more. The more you lean forward, the more you're going to feel it, obviously. All right. We're going to switch sides. Good. All right, we're going to go now to our shoulders. So I'm bringing an arm across. Switching sides. Good. We're going to shake it out. We're going to go to a tricep stretch here. Bring the elbow, push your arm up, and reach between the shoulder blades. Put a little bit of pressure on that elbow. Good. We're going to go to the other side. Good. Shaking it out. All right. And last but not least, we'll go to our wrists. Good. I'm going to switch sides. Check the time, 7:27. Okay. And I'm going to flip sides here. I'm going to go now. The other side, other hand, stretching through here. You should feel it through here, getting those extensors. And I'm going to move lastly over to the other side. Last one. Good. Shake it out. Good work, everyone. It's another workout